What happens to an MMO when the people building its future suddenly aren't there anymore? Over the last few days, we've learned that 213 employees at ZeniMax Online Studios and another 166 employees at ZeniMax Media in Maryland lost their job during Microsoft's latest round of layoffs. Since then, we have received an official update from the ESO team. While the game isn't going anywhere, one sentence in that statement immediately caught my attention. They said that the roadmaps they previously shared will be shifting. That may not sound like a huge deal at first, but I actually think it's one of the most important things we have heard since all of this started. Because I don't think the biggest question anymore is whether ESO survives. I think the bigger question is, what kind of ESO are we going to have moving forward? Before we get into that discussion, let's quickly go over everything that's been confirmed. According to the official Maryland warrant filings, 213 employees at ZeniMax Online Studios were laid off. In addition, another 166 employees at ZeniMax Media in Maryland also lost their jobs, bringing the reported total in Maryland to 379 layoffs. Since then, we have seen many former developers publicly confirm that they were affected, including people from engineering design, art, QA, production, and other departments. The ESO team has now released an official statement. The most important part wasn't that the game is continuing. We already expected that. The important part was this. They confirmed that the roadmap they previously shared will be shifting while they take time to evaluate the work ahead and determine what is realistic going forward. Now, notice what they didn't say. They didn't announce that ESO is shutting down. They didn't say seasons were canceled. They didn't put the game into maintenance mode. They simply said they needed time to reassess and provide players with an updated roadmap. And honestly, I think that's a very reasonable response after losing so many people. While I was reading through the comments on my previous video, one of you said something that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. I think ESO will continue, but as long-time player, I don't think there will be enough new content to keep veteran players interested. It will be a game people play on and off, rather than every day. Honestly, I think this is one of the smartest comments I've read so far because it completely changes the conversation. Instead of asking, is ESO dead? Maybe we should be asking, can ESO continue giving veteran players a reason to log in every day? Let's be honest, most veteran players have already experienced almost everything ESO has to offer. You've run the dungeons, you've cleared the trials, you've farmed gear, you've decorated your houses, you've chased achievements, you've leveled multiple characters, and what keeps many long-time players engaged isn't all the content. It's the excitement of what's coming next. That's why the roadmap matters so much. If the development team is smaller, it's reasonable to think that priorities might change. Maybe updates take longer. Maybe class reworks are pushed back. Maybe some larger features need more time. I'm not saying any of that has been confirmed. I'm simply saying those are realistic possibilities when a studio loses a significant number of experienced developers. Another thing I've noticed in the comments is people saying that ESO has started to feel more like a job than a game. Whether you agree with that or not, it's an interesting point. If someone already feels burned out by daily routines, long grinds, or constant events, then slower content updates could also make it even harder to stay engaged. On the other hand, some players might actually enjoy having more time to catch up without feeling pressured to keep up with every update. There isn't one right answer. Different players enjoy ESO in different ways. Personally, I don't think the biggest risk right now is that ESO suddenly disappears. I think the biggest challenge right now is whether ZOS can continue delivering enough meaningful content to keep longtime players excited while rebuilding after such a significant loss of staff. That's what I will be watching over in the upcoming weeks. The updated roadmap, future developer live streams, patch cadence, class rework announcements. Those things will tell us much more about the future of ESO than rumors ever will. First, my thoughts are still with everyone who lost their jobs. These are talented people who helped build a game that so many of us have enjoyed for years. As players, the best thing we can do right now is stay informed, stick to the facts, and avoid jumping to conclusions before we have a full picture. I think we're entering one of the most important periods in ESO's history, not because the game is ending, but because the decisions ZOS makes over the next few months could shape what this game looks like for years to come. I'll keep following every official update as they happen, and if anything significant changes, I'll bring it up to you here. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think ESO can continue keeping veteran players engaged after everything that's happened? Or do you think it will slowly become a game people return to only when a major update launches? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.